Okay, so the last rows, as luck would have it, I was able to leave my needle in for quite a distance, probably because I was lucky working the tension down. And now I'm gonna push it down a little further, and I get to use my tool one last time before I take the needle out. And it gets a little more challenging as you get up here. And you have to kind of twist the tool back and forth. So look at both my hand and the tool. And this is the beauty of the tool, which will really come into play for these last two rows, is how well it's designed to lift and push down. Watch out, you get those things caught. And push down your threads just perfectly. But you just have to be a little more patient, slow down a little, and keep working this because you're going to need it. I've already pulled most of my strings up, my loops up, to get that slack I need. And don't forget to work the sides too, because you need that extra room when you're taking it off the loom. Okay, so I'm taking my needle out, I'm taking my rubber band off, and now we have the last two rows where I'm going to use my tool. And when you use your tool, you don't want to torque it. You don't want to bend it. So you see I can do this up and down for a little while, and then it starts to get harder to do that, and I don't want to bend my tool. So you want to use your fingers to push and lift the threads, even from underneath. You want to use your fingers more than you want to be lifting the tool back and forth or up and down, because you don't want to bend this tool. It's a wonderful tool, and you can bend it. You can feel it. You'll feel what I'm talking about when you do this. So just take your time. And if any of these pop off, don't panic. Just put it back on. And here's the beauty of slowing down at the end and using, see how this is designed perfectly, and it pushes down and pushes up. Usually I have it facing down. For some reason I'm worried that it'll pop those pieces off. So just slow down and just take your time and do this twisting action as you move along. And it's just perfect. It's just slower, but what you don't want it is to be hard and frustrating and take the joy out of something so much that's fun to do. That's just no good. So these are my weaving tips for a potholder weaving. Now this last one, and here's the trick, and you can use this technique anytime if you're particularly tight up here. This is the beauty of, again, just taking your time. So I'm going to go just as far as I can in this direction before I feel like my metal weaving tool starts to get stressed. And when that happens, I stop, and I'm going to pull this through now. I'm not going to wait till I get to the end. And again, just this gentle up and down. And this loom is designed well. I use rubber bands as a safety precaution, but they've really done an excellent job of bending the pegs outward so that the loops don't come off. It's an old, oh, one came off. It's an old weaving safety tip that I just can't seem to get away from. Now, see, that's not hard. Okay, so now this last one, because because I lost it, I'm going to have to just pick it up. Okay. So now, here's the other trick. You turn it around. And now I just do 2 at a time. I just do 2 at a time. Take my time. Whoop, look at that. This is good that you're seeing this so that you don't panic if it happens to you. So again, just be a stinker. Just be patient, and you can use your thumb to hold them down if you want. Just watch out you don't get this stuck on threads. Okay, so you pull that through. Make sure it's not twisted. And if you get really tight and stuck, you can even use your crochet hook that comes with your kit to pull them under that way too. So those are my tips for getting these last 2 rows. And like I said, it's not hard, it's just slower. It can be hard, but these were the things that I figured out to make it less hard and more enjoyable. So oftentimes when I get to the last 2 rows, I'll just go take a break. You little stinker. I'll just go take a break and then come back to it and finish the last 2 rows later so that I'm in a good frame of mind to take the time that it needs. And then I want to show you one more thing that didn't come out in my other videos because of the angle. I want to show you how I take them off with my crochet hook. If they're really loose, you can use a regular single crochet action, but I find generally that while they can be, I'll hold it and help it this way, or most commonly I will just do it with my thumb and pull it across. So there you have it. You've got everything you need in these 4 short videos that I did to help you making your pot holder a little bit more fun. They recommend this for children ages 6 and older, so you may have to help them at the end because it's kind of frustrating. So there you have it. I hope it helps you with your fun pot holder making. And if you have any questions, leave a comment.